Welcome to Deja Review. Review. Yeah, that didn't hurt my throat in any way, shape, or form. Oh, maybe it did. Alright, here I am looking at my Velbon up-400 monopod. Yes, my trusty monopod. Now, Deja Re-Review is, of course, where I re-review products I've already looked at. Okay, now I've been getting some substantial use out of this of late. It's a thicker leg compared to the tripod I've got from them, although it's basically the same basic design. These little clips here likewise have a similar design to my tripod, but they're again larger, and it opens up into more sections. Okay, so we've got this section here, that's one. Got this section here, that's two. Got this section here, that's three, and technically that's a fourth section. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Now each one gets obviously thinner because it's Russian doll syndrome, where you got one fitting inside the other, and so on and so forth. But once you've actually got them tied down like that, they do fit quite nicely. I had a back injury a little while ago, and I basically was so unable to move, I had to rely on this for support, so it does support my weight quite nicely. Although this hand grip here, because it's designed to be held in just one way, can be a bit awkward, especially if you're trying to use this as a camera mount as well, which obviously you are. You've got to be very careful how you screw the camera onto this, because otherwise you just can't quite get the proper grip there. You also got this handy little lanyard type thing, which I keep forgetting what the proper name is, but it's there to basically make sure you don't lose it, and it does a good enough job. I mean, it's pretty hard to fail in that regard unless it's something that's so flimsily attached it just falls off with the slightest provocation, but thankfully this doesn't. The only real issue I've had is wondering what the hell these things are, because they kind of look like they're supposed to be mounting points for equipment such as this, but unfortunately that's not what it's actually for. It just seems to be plastic material that's cut as if they were to look like mountain points. And if they had mountain points, it would be kind of useless given that it's a tripod. Well, it's a monopod rather than a tripod. On a tripod, something like that might be quite handy. I just don't see how useful it would be on a monopod. But obviously it's not that, it's just the thought that counts. Then we've also got this little bit here, which I think it's probably best if I just extend outwards a bit. Now this is the foot of the unit, and what you're supposed to do is basically unfasten it like that to sort of have a flat rubbery surface, or otherwise screw it right back in so that you can use the point to sort of pivot and turn and whatnot. Now the problem with this is, of course, it has gotten quite abused by the elements, so to speak. If I do this, you'll probably get a better look at it. Okay, if the autofocus will work, probably won't. Probably help if I move it back that way a bit and put my hand here. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, that's better. And you can see that it's been rusting a little, well, not so much rusting, it's just sort of corroded a bit. And you get the same sort of thing happening with some of these little attachments here, some of the little mounting points, which I think happens, yeah, here as well. You can certainly see that a bit better. So yeah, it's done the trick for me. It's nice and lightweight, it's strong. The only real problem is that if you do use it for actual photography, and let's say it's late in the day and you're tired and you're hungry, obviously you're relying on yourself as being the rest of the stability, and that does mean, you know, your pictures are going to suffer for it a bit, which can't be helped, and that would be the same with any monopod, I'm afraid. But for what it is, yeah, it does work quite well. The only other issue I've had with it is that after I was using it after my injury, I've noticed that this section here is sort of coming undone and sort of sticking out at different angles. Now screwing it back up here did manage to sort that out, but it shouldn't really be doing that, surely. You know, a little more rigidity would probably be expected, but again, it was easy enough fixed. So yes, I can recommend it. Okay, after all this time of using it, I can recommend it. I'm pretty sure there's going to be better ones out there. I have also seen worse, such as ones that are somewhat rounded overall, but they tended to have a better hand grip. But as far as the roundness was concerned, it just made them feel a bit weaker when you actually fully extended them. You know, you just felt like the stability was gone. Well, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.